bullshit. Kiss your lips. There's no tenderness right before in your fingertips.
And then the whole place. You're trying hard not to show it, baby. But baby,
I
no,
it.
you've lost that love and feeling. We're live streaming from PCA 2025 with Erik Espinosa, whose musical career was cut short
Yeah.
to become a cigar guy.
I enjoy the cigar. I'm better at making cigars than singing.
You're one of the most enjoyable cats I've ever met in the industry.
Appreciate it, Drew.
Yeah. I mean, the stories, the fun we've had, it's really a treat.
It's listen. If you love what you do for a living, you'll never work a day in your life. So, you got to enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? I do. I live my life. You know, I eat at good restaurants, not expensive places, restaurants that have good food and stuff like that. You know, I enjoy my life. I really, really do. I'm a grandfather now. I have two beautiful grandkids.
Far out.
I live for them, for my son, my family. You know, and I just try to enjoy myself.
Espinosa Cigars has been around for how long?
Espinosa Cigars has been around for 13 years.
13 years.
But I've been in the industry for 26.
Okay. What were you doing before?
I've done it all, Drew. I don't know everything, but I've done it all. I was an independent broker, an in-house rep. I was a sales manager. I have my own retail shop, and now I'm a manufacturer.
All in the tobacco industry?
Yes, all in the tobacco industry.
In what town?
Well, I was a rep in Florida.
Okay, so you're all over Florida.
I was all over Florida, but before that, I was a sales manager, so I traveled the whole country.
Did you play baseball?
I did.
Where'd you play?
I never went to college, but I wasn't good enough to make it to the pros. So I had scholarships. I had a lot of scholarships, but I knew I wasn't going to make it. And but I'm 58 years old, and I still play softball. I used to get paid to play softball, you know. And I'm a big baseball guy. You know, back in the day, I don't like it as much as I used to. I don't like the politics, the financial aspect about it now. How the hell can a pitcher only pitch 80 pitches and you got to put them?
Yeah, let them finish the game.
Come on, man. I remember Louis Tiant and Nolan Ryan each pitch over 240 pitches in the game. You know what I mean? Now these guys now, they're tender arm. I can only pitch 80 pitches. Get the hell out of here. I don't.
So you've been in a whirlwind with this knuckle sandwich.
Oh, it's been great. He's a great guy. I mean, you know him well. You know, you guys here at Boveda know him well. And he's great guy, man. He's so great for the industry. He's got so much passion for the industry. You know, you see him in courtside wearing the knuckle sandwich shirt, having a cigar in his mouth. Of course, you can't light it. He's in an arena. You see him in diners driving the dives wearing the knuckle sandwich shirt, you know. And the guy he just loves cigars, man. And a great human being.
And his business manager is a hell of a guy, Reed.
Yeah, Reed is a great dude, too. You know, he's educated himself with cigars so much, you know. He really loves the industry.
So is there some fitness thing going on? Because I saw Reed, and he's just ripped and slim. You're looking good. He's looking good. We got you on our feature here. You're a feature now.
Yeah, I saw that.
The For My Humidor, the deal. This is great. I mean, this is an absolute privilege for us.
No, that was great. I mean, you know, he doesn't give his picture to just about anybody. When I told him it was for you guys, he gave me thumbs up. Absolutely. You know, you guys have always taking care of him, and he thinks the world of you guys.
Well, and there's another thing that's kind of his thing out in California. We came across this Hans guy, Hans Dipple, that's
sure,
a buddy of his.
Yeah.
He would hang out at Squire Cigars in Santa Rosa.
Yes.
And I'd hang out with Hans when I basically lived out there in 18 doing cannabis for Boveda. So I'd be there, and I love cigars.
Right.
I mean, that's my thing.
Yes, I know.
And we got talking about this project that he wants to do called Cigar BQ.
Right.
And I think we're going to get them to be a part of
it.
But we got to revive that.
Yes.
It'd be a cool
California
thing.
needs help for cigars.
But with this
their
knuckle,
taxes and
with
all
what
that,
you've done with Knuckle Sandwich, I mean, that's a.
Yeah, actually, I met Guy through Hans and Tim Wong. So
you knew Hans first?
I knew Hans. Yes.
How'd you know Hans?
I knew Hans through
Cigars?
Facebook. Cigars, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I would see him smoking mine.
I met him right at the time his house burned down in the fire out there.
Wow.
That's when I met him. And everybody in the neighborhood out there sort of closed ranks, and everybody was helping everybody. And
Right.
it was bizarre being around Santa Rosa after the fire.
Yeah. I go there like once a year because Guy has.
So you know Squire and you know Kim.
I know very well. Great family. Guy.
Yeah, Barney.
Well, every time I go to Santa Rosa, I don't go to Santa Rosa without going to Squire.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I hang out. I spend hours there.
I do too.
What Guy does his annual birthday party. He hasn't done it for the last years. Dad passed away, but we I'll go down there, go to Squires, hang out hang out there and smoke cigars and just have a great time.
Let's bug him about figuring out revitalizing that thing. That'd be really fun thing. It'd be a fun thing for us to be involved in.
You got the timing's got to be right.
Yeah.
You got to talk to Hans. Yeah, but I know that was a great event.
So the impact of Knuckle Sandwich on your life, has it?
Oh wow! I mean, personal and business, two different, absolutely two different things. Business has been great. We've opened doors that we've never opened doors. Knuckle Sandwich, it does very good for us. But we also have a lot of great brands that do phenomenal for us. But one has helped the other. And vice versa. He owns his own tequila company with Sammy Hagar. So we've opened so many accounts for Santo Tequila, cigar bars and all that and what have you. We've opened a lot of accounts for him. So it's been working great. And then personal, I've gotten to meet so many famous people. I'm not starstruck, but, we go on his yacht about, I think it was a year and a half ago. And not his yacht, his boat. And he bought a house in West Palm. And we go out, we come back, and we get down and go inside his house. And John Travolta's in the middle of the living room, and he's hungry. So I was the sous chef, cooking for John Travolta. What guy was cooking? I had to cut the onions and the garlic and all that
That's
stuff.
Fun.
And he's such a nice guy. And his daughter was there, and we had a blast. I've met so many people through Guy. Lance Armstrong, Lars, the drummer for is it Metallica, right? The drummer for Metallica, and then the drummer for, I don't even remember his name, Rage Against the Machine. We had Anthony Mackie, Captain America here yesterday. I've met so many people.
So when do you two go on Rogan?
And not me. I'm not going on Rogan.
Has he been on Rogan?
He's soon.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's gonna.
That'll be cool.
No, he's gonna go on Rogan soon.
Yeah, because
I made him some cigars for him.
Perfect.
Yeah. He's gonna go on Rogan soon.
That'll be cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah. He was on the late night show the other night. I forget which one, but I don't watch him. It's too late for me. But
I'm in bed by then.
Yeah. So he was on one of those, But and as you know, he was on the cover of Cigar Aficionado. So he's really deep. He's deep into the industry.
So I was talking to John Huber and had an idea about a round table with guys that you like or guys that you're connected to in the industry. So we have this privilege of being an asterisk on the industry. We ride along with you guys, right? Your brands are.
But you guys are there right along with us, bro.
But what I'd love to do is have you think about doing a sit down for an hour, not an interview, but you and pick 2 or 3 other guys. We get them to sit down for 45 minutes to an hour. we turn on the live stream and you guys have a conversation about stuff you care about, because that's interesting to the people that are tuning into this. That's the kind of stuff.
I mean, to get the 3 or 4 people together, that's going to be the problem. But absolutely, I'm on
But it
board.
would be here. It would be at PCA.
Well, maybe next year. Let's set it up. Maybe the day before.
Good.
We can do it. Yeah.
The seed's planted.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll be there. You invite me, I'll be there.
All right. We'll keep inviting you.
All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Dude, I love
on.
you. I just think the world of you.
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
On.
So Erik Espinosa, Espinosa Cigars, the juggernaut of the knuckle sandwich, all the other great things Espinosa has done, the Laranja, the 601
Blue
Blue
is
Label.
one of your favorites.
The 601 Blue Label. I send you pictures of
Yes, you
Sean
did.
smoking it when we were in Germany.
Yes, you did. Yes,
But
you did.
I love your cigars.
Thank you.
And part of it's because of the corny ass jokes that you told us.
I don't think they're
at
that corny.
I'm sorry.
I think
they
they're
were
great.
really
They're
good.
Great.
But your delivery are you doing stand up?
No,
None?
I think no.
Would
stand
you?
Up, no. Would I do stand up? No.
You did, didn't you?
No, at all. Never done stand up.
Would you do 10 minutes?
Where?
Right now. Go ahead.
What, you want a joke?
You go ahead. Give me a joke. Close it out with a joke. This is our last live stream of PCA 2025. Erik Espinosa. This is it for us for today. We're not doing this tomorrow. We barely got you in under the wire. I'm so grateful that you came to join us. But you got a story about something.
You want a clean joke?
I don't know. What do you no we want whatever you want. Follow your heart.
All right. I'm gonna tell you 2.
Okay.
Okay.
We get 2 jokes.
So the first one will be this. This guy goes out to throw out his garbage, and in the middle of the city, lives in and he goes through out his garbage, and he sees a bear on top of a tree, and he goes, "Holy shit, there's a bear on top of my tree!" So he calls the police department. Says, "Look, there's a bear on top of my tree." The cops tell him, "Hey, we don't handle that. You got to call the fire department." And calls the fire department. "Look, we don't handle that shit neither. But there's this guy, Farmer Fred. What is he gonna do? Look, he takes care of all these wild animals. Call him up. This is his number." He calls Farmer Fred. Farmer Fred tells him, "Dude, I got it. Give me your address." Gives him his address. He goes, "I'm 5 minutes away." So Farmer Fred shows up with a 2x4, a handcuff, a rifle, and a chihuahua. And Farmer Fred tells the guy, "Look, you hold the rifle and hold the handcuffs, okay? I'm going to climb up the tree with the 2x4. I can tell it's a male. I'm going to hit him with the 2x4, okay? He's going to fall. The dog is trained to bite him in his balls, right? So once he falls, the dog's going to bite him in his balls. He's going to protect himself, okay? And you put the handcuffs on him. I'll climb down the tree and take the bear with me." And the guy goes, "All right, cool." He goes, "What's the rifle for?" He goes, "In case I fall before the bear, shoot the dog." So the last one. All right, I'm gonna try to be politically correct. You have 3 little guys. Okay, fuck it, 3 midgets. All right? You got 3 midgets sitting around the table. One guy looks at the other guy and says, "Dude, your hands, they're so small." He goes, "What about your feet?" He goes, "I hear we can make money with this." He says, "What do you mean we can make money?" "Yeah, we go to the Guinness Book of World Record and we can make money." And he says, "All right, cool, let's go." So they look at the other midget and said, "What do you have that's small?" He goes, "Look, I don't really want to talk about this." So he says, "Fuck it, we're friends, bro. We're friends. Tell me what it is." "Well, my penis is real small." "Well, fuck it, let's go make money." He said, "All right, fuck it." They get to the Guinness Book of World Record. The guy goes first, the guy with the hands, they measure his hands. He comes out, "Yeah, I got a check for 10 grand. Smallest hands in the world." "All right." The guy with the feet goes in there. He comes out yelling, "I got a check for 10 grand, smallest feet in the world." The guy with the small penis goes in there and comes out and says, "Who's this fucking Drew guy that works for Boveda?"
Erik Espinosa, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Make sure to tip your bartenders and your waiters.